Hey guys, it's Huntin. Black Desert Online's developers clearly don't give a shit about my video schedule because I just got my hands on the beta yesterday. I've been doing all I can to get in as much playtime as possible in between work and other stuff, but the downside is that my thoughts are just not quite as collected as in my usual videos. But in the interest of getting you guys my impressions as quickly as possible, here we go.
Now we wait. As I fish, look at that fishing stance. She's fished before, she'll fish again.
Black Desert Online. People have been waiting for this game forever, and the first thing I can say is that the game is just huge, both in the scope of the world and the mechanics that, inhabit it.
Hell yeah, strong success. Fish, bitch. I'm sure it won't be quite as fun after like 100 times, but that was surprisingly awesome.
I've been researching stuff for weeks and all this excitement, and I'm still entirely overwhelmed as soon as I got into the game. There's a ton of stuff going on screen, and I can clearly see that there are plenty of activities I know nothing about and aspects of the game that I'm completely ignorant of.
This parking donkey's probably scaring them all away. Go away, you're scaring the fish.
It is a beautiful game, and it's impossible not to know that. There are plenty of awesome graphic options, including a filter that reminds me of basically just Instagram for your whole game screen. It's pretty cool. I left it on the vibrant option because it's just beautiful, but there are some really other interesting options that I'm sure a lot of people will prefer over the vibrant.
I'm moving. I can jog lightly. Oh, I turned too fast. I almost threw up. Fuck you!
There are some weird pop-in effects that happen with textures and objects and obviously characters, and I don't know how much of that is due to latency because of all the people that are, jumping in at the same time in the same area, and how much is just related to the nature of the game engine involved.
Yes, purify me. Strange little, way too energetic children.
Unfortunately, a lot of it seems to probably be game engine, but it's still a beautiful, beautiful game engine. I can just see a lot with shadows and rocks and other things that kind of like pop in and you can notice, but it may affect you less than it affects me. I always care about that stuff a lot. But what I can say is that it's amazing that I can just see distantly out into the world and know that I can go to that location.
Nope, didn't work.
I mean, I've never been somebody to care about zones. Final Fantasy XI had a ton of zones. I didn't mind at all. I usually don't care, but I can't speak enough for the importance of the immersion of this gaming world when you know that you can just walk and walk and walk and you will never ever see a load screen.
Blacksmith.
Defense is survival. You should invest in armor.
What is this guy?
Speaking of immersion, they just nailed it. Seeing NPCs walk by doing various activities, players working, engaging in God knows what, players themselves all over the place, fighting, crafting, entering and exiting houses. It sounds stupid, but it adds up and it makes you feel like you're in a living, breathing world. Is that going to last forever? Maybe not, but it's important for an MMO that it feels like you're in a world that's alive. Otherwise, the reality sets in too easily and the magic disappears.
I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh, anyone stop to help me. Oh. No, please don't shoot me. No. It's wet. It's wet.
Did you just trip over me, bitch? Don't you dare just walk by. Don't you walk by. Come back, dick.
Now, ultimately, I'll probably wake up one day, open up the game, and be like, what the hell am I doing all this for? But for now, it's pretty cool, and it really feels like the kind of fantasy realm that I'd enjoy inhabiting.
Really? Really?
Plus, you can hop up on stuff and climb up with some crappy parkour mechanics, and it's kind of silly, but it is nice to see that I can, work with the game world as much as I can in some other kind of games, which is unique for an MMO. Often in an MMO, you've got limited control of your character's movement in, like, the actual three-dimensional space.
Oh my god, you're the slowest climber ever. Oh my god. Climb faster.
This little black wisp of smoke that follows you around and is clearly going to be involved in the story somehow is kind of dumb. The voice acting is ridiculously bad. I mean, some of this is just like, hello, you have entered my town. Would you care to learn about being an archer?
I got this necklace in Medea when I was young.
there's this information system in place where NPCs either don't care about you or just don't trust you until you've learned the right things from the right people to talk to them about. Most NPCs in New Townsland won't talk to me at all unless they just want to sell me something. I have no idea how that system works.
No, I've not learned. I haven't learned black magic. I've been here for like 2 seconds.
Monster health bars stay full as you attack them until you've killed enough to understand the marster. Understand that monster and like gain an understanding of it in your, I forget what it's called. It's some kind of journal of monsters that you've killed.
Like, if I hit this guy, he's just gonna be like, "What's happening? Oh, you're a dick."
The map is covered in fog until you get to a new area and it kind of unlocks that little area, which is, you know, pretty standard for maps, but cool in MMO space where either they kind of have you buy maps or you just automatically unlock the whole map. I've seen it done different ways.
What's happening? I see a map. I'm playing Civ 5.
How all these systems work together, I mean, shit, I don't know. I have no idea how any of this works. There's so much. But it's really cool. I'm really excited to see how it impacts the gameplay with the NPC information systems. And also, I know a little bit about how your understanding of the enemies you fight, and if you have a different rank of understanding, it affects what they drop. And there's just, you know, little stuff like that. There's so many details that I have yet to actually get a firm grasp on.
We haven't crabbed tonight.
I've seen players riding by in personal boats, galloping by on horses, or just slowly plodding on a laden donkey full of knickknacks to be sold in faraway lands. I can't wait to do all of it, which it seems like I might kind of struggle with. To add to the value of your actions, not only is time a factor, but you have an energy resource. Energy is used for a variety of things, including like fishing actively, maybe, I think, picking up berries off of bushes, crafting and processing of goods. It seems like we'll use this energy resource.
Hello, adventurer. Potions, get your potions here.
Potion.
And ultimately, it's limited. You can't do all of it without eventually running out. It recharges while you're online or offline, but I mean, while this sounds inhibiting, it seems like it just adds weight to your choices and how you spend your time. Although, those that have more time to spend will certainly feel it more harshly than people who can only play for a little bit of time each day.
Oh, last night sucked.
But all of those quests and all that information system have no impact on your level. The only way to get XP, as far as I can tell, is by killing enemy monsters. So, honestly, to grind, I already said it. It looks like we're going to have to grind on enemy mobs to get to the level cap, which is not really like a cap, it's kind of like a level suggestion. Which I'm really excited about, though. I am so excited to bring back camping and killing of mobs. It sounds stupid, but honestly, I haven't really super enjoyed the questing for experience system. It seems like a just different kind of grind, but one where I have less choice over where and what I'm doing. I kind of have to follow the like questing trail. And in this, I can just, if I really like a hilltop with a bunch of goblins on it, I can just stay on that hilltop and kill those goblins till the sun goes down. Which, by the way, oh my god, the sun goes down. And I know a lot of games have day and night cycles, but it looks so awesome. And it just gets dark, and you're in the dark to killing those goblins. I mean, speaking of that gameplay, videos do not do it justice. Combat in this game just feels right. And I can't quite explain that in ways until you've played it yourself. I mean,
I missed. Oh, you're so dead. Yeah, turn around, idiot. Oh, thank God. One down.
I've played a couple of the action combat RPGs. This tops all of them. Every direction that you're moving in, there's a modifier keys for your actions. If you hold left and use left click, that makes you like have a strafing attack, and it's different than if you're moving forward with left click. If you move forward while using your F key attack, which is usually like some kind of kick or something, it can be various aspects of like stun. It's really cool, and it feels really good, and you start to feel like you've really got a great understanding of your class and how to actively use those abilities to get the edge on your enemies. Which, I mean, the enemies have not been that hard so far, but I haven't gotten all that far. I'm hoping to get more difficult, but the combat feels really good, and it feels like you're making active choices in more of like an action game style of play. Point I'm trying to get to here is that even though it is going to be technically a grind on enemy mobs to get to the level cap, I'm really excited about it because the gameplay feels so fluid and so nice that it's not going to be a pain in the ass like in some other games where the gameplay wasn't its best aspect and combat was sort of just one thing you had to try. Having said all that, I mean, being a beta and the largest North American and European access to Black Desert Online yet, there have been a few issues, but all things considered, I've been able to get access to the game, I've been playing, I haven't been kicked off once, although I haven't turned it off either. It is an amazing power saving option where it can minimize to the tray and turn off all GPU and CPU usage, and you can just kind of leave it on. I've been doing that because I was really worried that I would get kicked out and would be unable to get any footage for this video. Which has happened to me before. But the point is, I haven't been kicked off. It seems like people have been able to get in. I haven't heard any horrible complaints about queue times or anything like that. Most of the issues are the kind of early access kind of issues where everybody's walking around doing the same early level quest to kill like a fox, and there's like 20 foxes and 100 people in the same space of 30 feet trying to kill these foxes.
Please. No.
It's not terrible. I've managed to get through everything so far that I've come across, but a few times I was really struggling to find a specific monster that it was telling me I had to kill. A little frustrating. It's not totally the game's fault. It's partially just, you know, this bum rush initial activity.
Oh my god, thank god.
So after all that, after my time so far with the game, am I excited for it? If you haven't been able to figure it out yet, yes, hell yes, I am so excited for this game. Do I have concerns? Sure. It's a buy-to-play model, which I like because I can convince my friends to play. You know, there's no subscription fee for them to have to worry about every month and reevaluate whether or not it's still a lot of fun. I still have to convince them to spend that initial buy-to-play purchase, which can be tough, but I'm hopeful. The problem is there's also still, you know, a legitimate cash shop. This is a free-to-play model in other countries, and I have concerns about whether or not they'll appropriately mix the buy-to-play with the free-to-play cash shop. I hope they work it out right. I hope it's, you know, well-priced. I don't think it's going to keep me from playing the game as long as there aren't any pay-to-win aspects, which I really hope they avoid this with this title. There have been a lot of concerns voiced on forums and all over the game saying like, hey, a lot of these costume purchases and the cosmetic items are kind of ridiculously expensive, along with pets and mounts and other things like that, which have an impact in game. Pets are very interesting. It sounds like you can breed pets and they have different abilities that go beyond just being cute and kind of walking around with you. So I'm excited to explore that further, but it's going to be a problem if they're so expensive that I can never really get them. I don't know at this point what things in the cash shop I can get only in the cash shop and what I can't get in-game. It seems like a lot of the costumes fall into that category, and they are kind of expensive right now. It's closed beta 2. I'm not saying don't complain. Complain the hell out of the prices. I hope they drop them, and you complaining will definitely help that. Anyways, I'm rambling. What I mean is, the game's not out yet. We haven't finalized these prices. I hope they bring them back down. I hope they realize the impact that it's had on the community and how people are reacting to these higher priced costumes for a buy-to-play model. Also, I mean, just as the game is concerned, lasting appeal. I've never played a game quite like this. It really isn't the kind of game I've gone for before, but honestly, I haven't been enjoying other types of MMOs lately, so I thought the best way to fix that would be join a different type of MMO, and this does seem very different.
Where you at, fish? Oh, bitch. Where? He's using stealth.
But at the same time, that means I have no idea what to expect when I, have played for a month or so. Maybe you've reached level cap, and I'm like, well, what now? It seems like there's a lot to do, but whether or not that'll hold my attention, I don't know. Guild vs. Guild endgame looks really interesting, but I've never experienced anything like it before, so I can't really say whether or not it'll be something that'll hold my interest. I hope so. It looks like a really cool game.
Yes. Smoke monster from Lost.
So how do you prepare for launch? Unfortunately, there's not much in the way of playtime between now and release on March 3rd. Pre-ordering a package will get you varying amounts of head start, 1, 2, or 4 days, I think, depending on the package you pick. And the $50 package will get you access to the beta that I'm filming this from, if it isn't over yet by the time you're watching this. I think it was going to be a 4-day beta starting on the 18th of February. And this video should come out on Saturday, which is the 20th. You might have like 2 days left, Saturday and Sunday. Other than that, check out all the packages available on blackdesertonline.com. See if anything looks good to you. Price price-wise and what they offer. There's a couple websites like, what is it, bdfoundry.com, I think, that have some really great guides, and a ton others. Alright, well, like the video if you have any interest in Black Desert Online. Definitely leave in the comments whether or not you think you're going to play it, if you're not, and why you're leaning either way. Also, what class you think you're going to play if you are thinking about getting this game, because I am struggling so hard with picking a final class. They all seem like really fun, and I'm not really drawn to one like I usually am in other titles. Definitely subscribe if you're new. I've got plenty more videos coming each week, and I can't wait to do more Black Desert Online videos when it comes out in a couple weeks. Really excited. Can't wait to get my friends in and see what kind of havoc I can't wait to make a boat. I'm just so pumped about this boat situation. Anyways, I hope to see you guys back, and thanks for watching.
Not a single one of us has lost our pride.
Hi, welcome to the city.